Hey, welcome. I played a little bit of a game before we started here, but welcome CACSIPS06, and we're gonna draft. And I already have this red-green deck, so we're just gonna get to it as quick as possible. So, ooh ah ooh, I can run a Lightning Wolf or a Snarling Wolf or these other cards, and I'm not gonna splash for Edgar. No. The Millipede actually may not be bad in this deck, but anyway, neither here nor there. We got 4 Wolf Strikes, so we got lots of removal and some combat tricks out here. Draftsmith actually wanted us to run it as mono green for what it's worth. But yeah, let's do this. And hopefully, you enjoy the ride and maybe we pick up a few folks. Who knows? I don't intend on doing this for a long time today, but it is the end of the workday for some people and perhaps the start of the workday for others. And I just came out of the gym myself. And while I do have some chores to do around the house, don't get me wrong, I wanted to at least give you guys 30 to 45 minutes because I said that I would stream today. And I want to maintain that schedule. When I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And when I don't do it, well, then I don't do it. Whoop. Oh, that's fine. Like, honestly, we're a third land away from doing much of anything anyway. So it's not a big to do. Like, alright, I can play the Dawnheart. They have the Flame Blast Bolt. Awesome. So they had the removal for our 2-1. They got the pop. And there's land number 3 for us. So we got the Disciple. This can get out of hand real fast, but I just wanted to hold something up. So it's like, yeah, could I have chipped in for an extra point of damage? Sure, but I'd rather hold that up in the event they had a sure strike or something. It's better for us to hold our mana up than get in for 1. And if the game boils down to it, where it's like, all right, it's down to 1, and we lose, then great. Like, that's just sometimes how it works. Yep. As I suspected. So, playing a thing, because this is going to get out of hand. I don't necessarily want to play something. If I had another land, like if this was 5 versus 4, then maybe. Alright, blurp. Alright. But you know what I mean, 5 is actually 6 for us. Because then I'd play that, and that. Like, I'd be able to do some things. Some shenanigans. And our deck works better when it's night, so I honestly don't want to get stuck with it being night. Or I do want to get stuck with it being night, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not the end of the world if we did. Okay. Hey, hey! Of course you're not going to block. I do think red and green are like the strongest color pairing in this this draft format, for what it's worth. The sharpshooter can just stand in front of it, depending on whether these two cards are combat tricks or not. And but I could also just trade out the Fearful Villager and say, "Ah, screw it." I mean, it's got menace, but it's not the strongest card in our arsenal, one way or the other. I'm gonna swing with that. Okay. I don't want to lose the Fearful Villager just to a double block. Yeah, the Apprentice, or one or the other. Excuse me. He can't get through both. He can get through one, and that's why I don't want to lose either of them. To phrase it that way. So she gets a bump. Yes. Okay. He's got a Flame Blast Bolt. Whatever. So that trigger doesn't happen. Fine. Well, that trigger sure as crap does. So, if you want to block the Fearful Villager and the Weaver of Blossoms and then say, "Alright, I got you," I at least then have 2/2/5s that can stand in front of the Falkenrath Celebrant. And we actually probably flip tonight, and then I just use the Wolf Strike to get rid of the Falkenrath Celebrant, let's be honest. Okay. Well, then you lose a wolf. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I can't do anything about there being two. I can only do one. Right, it had Menace. Thank you for confirming that, chat. So he had a double block, but I'm just saying. Boss Undy, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then, welcome to the Zoibie Javel stream. And then, who else is new in here? It's their turn anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna badly rope here. And, Lilituff. Lilituff, good to see you again. I believe you've been in the channel before. So, welcome. Kexips and Lilituff. Sure. It probably is a sure strike. Yeah. Oh no, it's an Abrade. Oh well. It's still not, I mean, it's 10 all. We each are sitting on 4 power. If I flip it to nighttime on purpose, this is now a 3/4 that can +2/+0 get rid of the Celebrant. And then I can get a training trigger next turn off of it. I'm better off flipping it tonight here, so let it happen. It's now night, so now I got a 3 and a 2 and lethal next turn. So depending on what they do here, they're gonna go for lifelink, aren't they? Aren't you? Aren't you? It really boils down to how greedy do you think they're going to get? Do you think they're going to go for lifelink just so they can, you know, they go to 10, we go to 6, and then we're left to chip in for 6 with them sitting on 4? Not really, but do you think they're going to be that greedy? You know, we have the answer to their greed if they did. Okay. Sure. I Can't block. Now can I? Oops. I was gonna title the stream like, can we rank all the way up to platinum? But, you know, as in like climbing the ladder or something like that, rather than the goofy title. But I like my goofy titles. They're fun. Fun goofy titles. Pretty good. As I turn into Larry David. I think it's pretty good. Got the victory, so that's good. Here we go. We're not doing anything until turn 4, but hey. Whoosh. There is a 1-mana counter. But I just wanted that dead. And they didn't want to exploit. Because I believe the wording on Wash Away is counter, you know, non-creature spell. And that is a non-creature spell. This is where they have something, I'm sure. That's why I don't want to run this out. It's like, let's just see. I got the Wolf Strike. I can Wolf Strike, and then if I draw land, I can Flourishing Hunter. Boom. Alright. Well, let's just see. Again, not the most mana efficient thing in the world, but it's like, Wolf Strike, whatever creature you play. Okay. They're clear. I think they're baiting us into this because I think they got the Lunar Reflection or whatever the Lunar Rejection. I think the card is. But now I'm being efficient with my mana because it's like, all right. Oh, it's a syncopate. That's a big syncopate. Oh boy. Block. Well, we got 12. Possibly 13. But then boils down to, you know, okay, your little control deck that you're playing, how does it overcome 6-power monsters? It doesn't. He scooped. Because, yeah, bashing in for 6-power turn is kind of rough. So that slow hand paid off. But I am not going to disagree with any naysayers out there who say, damn, that was a slow hand. What the heck were you thinking? I wasn't, chat. I was thinking just enough. Ow. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie. Not evil enough. Ba, 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 ba. Opponent goes first, so we're waiting on them. Alright. I was like, if you're staring at me wondering what's going on, we're waiting on them. If you saw Pleasant Kenobi's new video, the Your Go one, I mean, it's kind of funny. The people who spam emotes. So the guy kept spamming Your Go until he had the upper hand and was winning, and it's just like, what a jerk. It's like, you're not... To those that do that, by the way, it's like, I mean, it's tilting, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it sways the game, per se. One way or the other. You got all these 3 drops. It does flip, and you may choose in on land. That player discards that card, then draws. So they'd get rid of a Wolf Strike and then make me draw, if they wanted to. It wouldn't have Summoning Sickness, so they could attack with it if they wanted to play it that way. They didn't. That's fine. I'm just being honest here. Ooh, and the Vampire. So this hand was probably too slow for all of this. Because I can't do much against a 4/5 Angie Falconwrath. I mean, I can cast that for 2, but it doesn't do anything. I needed to flip to Knight to do anything. So therein lies the problem. It's like, uh-oh. Once it flips to Knight, yes, I can Wolf Strike. So I'm going to set a stop on their upkeep. Well, no, Damn it! Yeah, I'll set a stop on their upkeep. Because I really do want to cast that. But I also kind of sort of need to flip it to nighttime. And I think that's how I... Because that doesn't flip tonight. That just becomes a 3/2 and sits there. So... yeah. And they can sack all they want. And I'm doing it in the upkeep to try to hose them. I mean, 1 card in hand. Yeah. Things happen. It's a bite, not a fight. So again, we're not worried too much about... damage back if they're, like, gonna attack and then be like, oh, well... it's like, no. Alright, you see it, and you take one of the Wolf Strikes. I have 3 of them. And that's also why I needed it to be nighttime. Yes, but they gave me a card. Okay, this land makes my decision somewhat easier, but It's not a big deal. Well, they're tapped out, actually. So, even though it flips, I can just bite and literally wipe, like, a good chunk of their board off. Okay. I'm kind of okay with that. So I flip her back, but I want to cast this Flourishing Hunter. For a certain amount of value, mind you. Well, fine, the Fearful Villager will go away. No more menace. That's the pick. This can make 2/2s, that's going to get bigger, and that can get bigger. So why would I get rid of something that... Those trade. Alright then. Okay. I mean, I couldn't kill the Rot-Tide Gargantuan, so I'll go with the thing I can kill. And then, alright. Another one. How about that? Well, well, well. It's probably time I get rid of the pack leader. Doesn't have trample or anything. It's just a 4/3. I'm not gonna get rid of Child. Child's too good. So I do not get rid of Child. Nope. Nope. I can activate this at any time. I block. I bite. You're left with the 3/4 if that's how you want to play it. But getting rid of Angie was very important to kind of what we're doing. That can make it something can't block. Fair enough. Sure. Okay. Sure. A Flame Blessed Bolt. I guess I should have made a wolf before flipping, but meh. Cool. You have to put a lot of effort. So I don't know. Sure. Sure. Flip the dealio. Sure. It makes it so I have to block, but I still have 6 power here. So while it kind of sort of puts me in a bad position, it doesn't really, because, I mean, you can only do it... I mean, you get the 2 mana initially on flipping the Alluring Suitor. Then you get 1 more buff. So you get 2 pumps. I don't know if that's good enough. The 2 pumps, that's 8. So it gets +1 and another. So you can only get 2 pumps. Make them have it. And the 2 pumps only adds up to 10. So they gotta have a 2-drop. Or, that's 9. Yeah. That's 10. Do they have a shock? They don't. They do have a blocker that I subsequently kill. And then we have lethal regardless. Okay. Sometimes, you know, that's a lesson for you guys. Sometimes you gotta make them have it. So we got to platinum. I'd play music, but I'm not really in a music mood right now. And the music that I want to play is going to get me pegged, unfortunately. By which I mean muted, because it's copyright. Copywritten. It'll be copywritten music. It would actually be a flock of seagulls. I met a girl with tawny eyes, the kind of eyes that hypnotize me thorough. They hypnotize me thorough. And I ran so far away. See, I can sing it, but I can't play it. But then again, I don't know how much you're allowed to sing. Maybe it does mute you, you know, retroactively. It's like, how much can you get away with? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be 2 damage regardless. How about that? Okay. Alright. Unless they have Adamant Will, that's going to... Again, I'm using Wolf Strikes in our upkeep because it's harder for them to respond. You can only respond with another instant. Okay. But we then made them use it. And we had the backup. So it went into exile. It only reverts to daytime or back when the active player. So I can cast as many spells as I want on their turn. They're the active player. Now we're going to get the salty timeout because we got through all their creatures. Right. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're not salty today. I don't know. I went for lethal. There's no point in, oh, I got you for 4 and leaving him in the game. Just go for the throat. A lovely card from Mirrodin Beseech. For 1 and a black. Destroy target non-artifact. And I believe non-black creature, but definitely non-artifact. Because sometimes you get those weird non-black creatures, but... Oh no, it's just non-artifact. Go for the throat. $11 FNM promo. Hello. I wonder when that came about. That's news to me, when that thing was an FNM promo. But I've only been playing since Khans the Tarkir. You know, when FNM promos were slightly more abundant, but not really. When dinosaurs roamed the earth. Well, you're not going to trade it. If anything, you're just going to be like, yeah, I sack my blood tokens, and then I kill your sharpshooter. But then you lose your Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure, you can get it back with the Blood Fountain, but I don't really agree with that decision. There's a lot I don't agree with when it comes to some things that Arena is trying to do. One of which is alchemy, but we discussed that last stream. And I don't mean that to be like, boomer magic, old man magic just doesn't like it. It's like, no, it is kind of upsetting. To be like, alright, I'm gonna play Magic, and then, wait, your cards will function differently in paper than they will in an online setting, or if those erratas are to have some sort of permanence, then, you know, that's a little crazy in and of itself as well. So I'm gonna do that. For the trigger. Because having a 3/6 is pretty good. That's why it's like, I'll play for the trigger. Lacerate Flash. Alright, they remove one thing and then still lose. So look at that, babies. We got to a 7th win. That was a quick 7x too. Look at that. My Zoibe little devils. My lovely Zoibe devils. And we did it with red-green. Which, like I say, red-green is the, in my opinion, the strongest color in Magic. Or in Crimson Vow Draft. Not in Magic. No. Don't go run out and build a Gruul Commander deck. I mean, it'll probably be good, but it's not going to be the best deck at the table. Temur, on the other hand, so you splash some blue. That may be, you know, a real good combination in your commander game. But yeah, Draftsmith wanted this to be mono green, and I mean, I can see the virtue in it. Don't get me wrong. But, like, just why? Why would I want to do that? I can do all this other stuff. But, anyway. Yeah, there's no changes that really I'm discarding, but that was a 7x. That was really a 7-0. We ran the table. And yeah, you didn't get to see these two. This one was just early morning, like, alright, I'm going to kill some time. But this one was just waiting for Streamlabs to update. I could have joined in the middle of it, so I'm sorry you didn't get to see these two. But you got to see 3 through 7, so we ran the table on 4 straight and got our money back. And then some. But Snakeskin Veil. You know, I did not realize that card was printed in Kaldheim. Like, so it was reprinted into the mystical archive. Excuse me, I can talk sometimes. I mean, I'm making a living doing it right now. So it's like, man, that card was printed this day and that day. It's like, wow. Again, I've yet to see this one in draft. In my own drafting, I've ran against it, and it's quite nasty. Because you just all these werewolves are humans on the backside. But yep, have yet to see it myself. All right. Well, I could jump into another draft, but we're gonna just do historic ranked. Some fun historic games. We made it into platinum. Hey, Boss Andy. Well, thanks for stopping by. Lilitough, sorry that you had to leave, I guess. Um, I'm gonna give you at least one historic ranked game because I hit my goal. Like, I'm happy. Achievement unlocked. Not really. That's the first time I've 7x Crimson Vow too. For what that's worth. What do you think, by the way? What do you think of the Secret Lair Commander deck? Like, on the one hand, it's pretty cool, but on the other hand, it's like, $100 Secret Lair. Seems a bit much, but at the same time, it's a Commander deck. I don't know what kind of value is in there. I'm sure it's a good thing, like, because it actually lowers the price of some of those obscure cards like Kuruk's Thumb. And in foil, which I'm sure it's a ridiculously expensive foil. But, well, you didn't sequence that right, buddy. Nah. Fine. I thought about it, but nah. Like, we have priorities here, and our priorities are to play Risen Reef into Risen Reef, and then they gain life and kill us. Because that's going to be a big flyer. Yup. They do have to get to 30, though. I don't mind trading that off, as a matter of fact. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'd get two shots, so I'd get whatever this bottom card is, too, but, like, killing off a Serra Ascendant is pretty good. For us, because when that becomes a 6/6 flyer, I can't do anything about it. Or at least, I mean, I can, but I can't do much. Take action. Tapped. I kind of have to play that out like that. Which is bad, but it's not, it's not horrible. Ooh, Hand to Heliod. Oh boy. Yep. We don't do great against this deck, but to each their... It already has lifelink. What the frick? What's that about? Losing Risen Reefs is bad, but hey. Oh, that's weird. How that kind of takes immediate. That is bizarre. Nope. Well, yeah, and I die. This is not a competitive deck, mind you, but it's like, oh, yeah, I die. I'm confident it'll one day get one day. Well, that was a Freudian slip, like no other. Um, one day. I mean, shout out. You know, it's not Pride Month, but let's say every month is Pride Month in this world. Woohoo! My bad. I'm not Lady Gaga, but I'll still be like, shout out to all my monsters. Woo! At least I think that's what she called them. Because I mean, no offense. I mean, it's like, that's just my memory, and I'm like, I think that's what she called them. Maybe not. So forgive me if I'm offending you. Not my goal. Ow! Alright, at least gain half of that back. Eesh. And that thing's gonna get big. Yep. All these white life gain decks. Blech. Yeah, ow. So I'm gonna have to run out Pyromancer, is what you're telling me. Prematurely, because at least he makes chump blockers. I suppose it should have been Steam Vents in some regard, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Stuff happens. It gets big, it flies, you know, it parties. Sure. Sure. I think I blocked one of each. I hope I'm not taking 5. Okay, good. I was like, I'd feel pretty stupid if that was the case. Which, I mean, hey, you're allowed to feel down. But it's like, man, that didn't work as I intended. Okay, this is only 5, and I can 5 to get chump blockers again. But again, they probably get life, and then I'm still taking, a lot of damage. We get life off of it, technically, with this Innkeeper. I just get that 2 life back. I think I have to play it like that. Ugh. Ugh. No. I don't think that Visionary, I mean, this is going to do anything. It doesn't matter if I'm playing 1/1s or 2/2s. That draws cards. It's like, we dug deeper for land. Yay! Yeah, but it didn't really help us. Yeah, sure. You gain a bunch of life. Rumble in the jungle. I don't think I can gain that much life. I can try, but I don't think I can. By the time, like, that gets us to 9, but by the time they just play another cleric, this one's also a flyer, and we lose. Most likely. Yep. No point. Let them have their fun. I don't care that much. It's like, yeah, if I really wanted to spike this, then I could be playing Rampaging Frostodon or Tybalt. And then you don't gain life. So those triggers all don't work. But I'm not playing mono red. This is going to be the last one in my attempt to try to get a win. And it also extends the stream time out a little bit, which is fine considering, you know, it's like, you know, I'm at least giving you some time here. So go. Go, 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 go. I actually probably play that as green. But Stomping Ground first. I'm not going to be stupid enough to block, because then they can put -1/-1 on the goose. And kill the goose. So no. I need that goose. For now I need that goose. I mean, whatever they do it. Squirrel. Sure. Whenever you sack a creature, you... or artifact. So yeah, they wanted the treasure token. Excuse me. On that. Trust me, they wanted the treasure token on that. Oh, fun! I actually hit a land. So that's kind of helpful. I can still only play one. By which I mean one land. Alright, you had to burn a bunch of resources to make that one happen. So I think we're okay with that. In that sense, I actually probably should have played that one untapped, but it's no big deal. Let's do that. We can take 2, and then if they want a sack of food and dig deeper, let them keep doing it. I'm about to get chump blockers. Ugh, it's one of those stupid oven decks that's going to take forever to play. No. I really kind of just needed to combo off, but I mean, I can't combo off with 4 lands, but you know what I mean? It's like I needed the Risen Reef to stay. That is a good Risen Reef. Alright. Reef. I gain a life. I put a card in my hand. Potentially. Seasoned Pyromancer discards the other Seasoned Pyromancer. So I at least get 1 elemental out of this. But I draw 2 cards. So, and gain a life. So let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There's probably removal in their hand, and that's what they're debating. Is like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. It's like, just don't. Please don't. I got stupid lucky in a game. It's not on stream, but I got stupid lucky when I decked myself and used the mirror matches, because that's what this deck is all about, is mirror match to get a 5 Terror of the Peaks. And if I didn't get those 5, I literally would have lost. Sure, and then sack this food and sack that food, and I have 2 Cauldron Familiars. Fine. I'm not determined to get my thing back. To keep you off your Risen Reefs. Okay, you kept me off 2 Risen Reefs. Good for you. You keep doing you. Since that seems to be your MO here. Walk. It's like that's precisely what that card is there for. I probably should still play out the Innkeeper. Not only because it's a treasure, but also because it's just more life. I mean, I'd still get 2 life, but it's like 2 life and 2 cards, or 2 life and 2 cards. Well, I'll take 2 life and 2 cards, please. With a body behind it. So again, they're going to try to slow grind you, which is why they should have been targeting these and not targeting the damn Risen Reef. Now, he also wants to deny me card advantage, which I understand. But that's why I'm just like, whatever, man. If that's your plan, just whatever. For real. You only get 2 black on the sack, so that would be a waste of a sack. Ta-da! And this treasure now counts for 2 red. They didn't want to race the Goldspan Dragons. Wonderful. That then get me 2 elementals, that get me 2 more life, if I chose to crack the treasures, and then we go into next turn, and... So thankfully on the last one you got to see a win there, but that was going to be my last match of the game. So thank you for watching us, Boss Undy and Caxips. We went just under an hour today, but remember, we are Zoibe_Devil, capital MTG on Facebook. I monitor the Facebook on a regular basis. We're Zoibe_Devil on YouTube. I'm now live there as well. And then we are Zoibe_Devil on Twitch, and of course on Magic Arena. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please, donate to the channel. You're more than welcome to do so. I have a PayPal account. It's tanner4@sbcglobal.net. Please do that. I greatly appreciate it. But anyway, I'm off to do my tasks so that the other crew members don't suspect me as an imposter. And that's going to be the day.